Thank you for this opportunity to speak. My name is Brigette Walker. I am a homeowner in Riverdale, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. I am also a retired staff sergeant. I served almost 22 years. My last deployment was Iraq. There, my unit came under mortar attack, and I received a spine injury. Due to my injury, I was partially paralyzed, and I have permanent nerve damage. After over 2 years of surgeries and rehabilitation, I returned home, medically retired. I had the same financial responsibilities, but my income was drastically cut. I had never had any trouble prior to this making my mortgage payments on time. I reached out to my lender, Chase Bank, to apply for a mortgage modification and began the endless, stressful process of filling out requests and assembling paperwork. I would send it and the bank would lose it. I kept track, however, and I stayed in touch. I must have resent documents at least 15 to 20 times. It seemed like I could never reach the same person twice. Meanwhile, my house, which I had purchased for $140,000, had risen in value for a while. Now it was only worth $40,000. After 2 years of this, Chase had denied my request for a modification and was preparing to foreclose on my home. And to be honest, I really felt defeated. Until I saw the news story about a 104-year-old lady who happened to stop the foreclosure on her home by Chase. I typed out an email telling my story to the state Senator Ford, who was in the news story. I met him, an activist from a group called Occupy Homes Atlanta. I had some concerns at first. A lot of people suffer in silence and feel ashamed. But I fought for my country, and I knew I had the right to fight for my home. So we rallied and we marched on Chase Bank offices. And by the time I got home from the march, I had a message from a Chase executive on my voicemail. After that, I had a single point of contact to discuss my case. And within days, I was signing a new loan. I was signing a new loan with a reasonable interest rate and a principal reduced closer to the real value of my home. I think all Americans deserve the same. Today, I live in my home with my family, and I can pay my mortgage again. I have a daughter who is serving in the Army and is currently stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. She will be doing her 3rd deployment. This time it will be Afghanistan, not Iraq. She'll be leaving in January. I also have a sister who recently retired from the Navy after serving 20 years. And I also have a sister who is in the Army who recently returned from her 2nd deployment in Iraq. She is currently stationed at Fort Hood, Texas. Between us all, we have 11 deployments, and we're still counting. I came to this meeting today with a group called the Home Defenders League. All the different groups here want to communicate the same message. The foreclosure crisis is a very serious situation, and it's destroying our families and whole communities. In my own suburban neighborhood, foreclosed homes have become eyesores and crime magnets. The big banks, which got a lot of taxpayers' money to bail them out, need to be held accountable. Yep. Where they have agreed to programs to help homeowners, they need to be closely monitored. I also believe that there is no reason veteran and homeless should ever be in the same sentence. A lot of soldiers have served their countries and lost their homes. There is no reason for that. No reason at all. I ask that our officials here do everything in their power to change that and to find a fair solution to the housing crisis for all Americans. Once again, my name is Brigette Walker. I appreciate your time and your work, and I proudly serve it. Thank you.